Hey guys, Mike here. Welcome back to another reaction video. Today we're reacting to Sabaton Nuclear Attack. And it says right here to pay tribute to all of the victims of the Second World War, especially those who had died in the specific theater, since that's where nuclear tech actually comes from, since nuclear tech is referenced on the bombings on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, Japan, which were both cities, if I'm correct, on the same island or separate islands of Japan that were nuked on August 6th by the Little Man nuke, Hiroshima, and then the Fat Man nuke, Nagasaki, on August 6th and August 9th of 1945 to help end World War II. Now, me personally, I love history, but even though us, the Americans, did that, we only did it to cause less bloodshed. Because we thought if that the war raged on longer, there'd be more deaths, more destruction. So, we created the Manhattan Project to kill Japs with a bomb that could possibly end the war. We made two, one made out of uranium, one made out of plutonium. It worked. Let's get into this reaction.
Prepare for nuclear attack!
What you saw there actually is true. The bomb actually never hit the ground. It actually exploded right in the air. That right there is actually the original drop site of Hiroshima. It actually fell right through around this area, and it did minimal damage. But most damage that was caused was actually, well, at first was the shockwaves, and after it was the uranium damage that would slowly start killing its users over time, or those who were affected.
From Helsinki, August in black, B-29's turning back, prepare for nuclear attack.
That was a notice to Japan to surrender, or else we'd drop another. They never heed our warning.
Warned but did not heed, prepare for nuclear attack. Extermination. Strike back.
Guys, here, I'm gonna quickly see this right here. This right here is the shockwave.
Shows not to believe another nuclear attack.
Day after Batman.
From southeast came the second attack. Threat to tomorrow and
that's what the Batman looked like.
11:02 on the 9th of August. Over the valley like ball lightning. Bomb detonates and the land doesn't waste. Battle for decades to
come. That's what shockwave did.
The factories burning, the steel was destroyed. Surrender your war to perish in flames. Second attack. B-29's turning back. Prepare for nuclear attack. Warned but did not heed. Prepare for nuclear attack. Extermination. Strike back. Shows not to believe another nuclear attack.
Okay, what they are showing right here is actually true. They would actually have them pull down buildings that were actually pretty much damaged to train them. Then they'd have the women trained to use bamboo spikes with, I'm not going to say the curse version, but would have poop on it to give them malaria when stabbed and grow infections from the stab wound and die from it. Yeah, guys. I want you to take close attention to this guy. Yeah, that guy right there. Watch what's gonna happen to him. That's actually what happened to people after the bombs went off if you were near the drop site. You would actually be disintegrated, like literally disintegrated. And the only thing that would be left, because there's like uranium and plutonium, would actually be the shadow that you had there before it went off. I'm not pulling your leg, it's true. There's the shockwave. Hundreds of thousands of lives were killed.
August in black, B-29 starting back.
On the radiation. There's the death. Shockwaves and radiation.
Another nuclear attack.
They're signing it before they dropped it.
One that did not heed the Pavon nuclear attack. Extermination.
I don't know how that's where they were originally filming, saying their surrender, but then on September 2nd, 1945, it officially surrendered on the deck of the USS Missouri battleship. That's actually the original drop site building. They never repaired it. They kept it as a reminder of what can be done if they... That, like, see this right here? This is actually where the bomb went through. It went right through this hole right here. Exploded right about this window, that window. And it barely did any damage because the original bomb part would actually just blow up like a normal one, causing this. And then all around it would actually get all the damage. And here, all the scandals. Remember those who died. Correct, every year they bring a wreath remembering those who died in the attacks. Alright guys, that was a video by A.S. Cotter, but the song was from Sabaton, and their video is actually very close to what we saw here, but this one shows a little bit more, like a little more footage of real historical events. Now, if we go down here, right here, the first time bomb named Little Boy detonated over Japan was dropped by the Boeing B-29 Superfortress, the Enola Gay. All pilots are dead within of the year 2014. The last member dying that year, August 6 of 45, 30 years after the attack of the dead men in the First World War, at approximately 8:16 a.m. Tokyo Control Time, with a flash of electronic magnetation overpressure shockwave at 34 kPa or 5 psi, which is per square inch, of temperatures increasing 6,000 Celsius, which is 10,830 Fahrenheit. The bomb estimated over 1.75 kilometers, 1.1 miles, at the blast center. The shells, approximately 50 heavily enforced earthquake-resistant concrete structure, were all that remained standing in the aftermath of the explosion. Hiroshima's devastation failed to elicit the immediate surrender of Japan. Therefore, 3 days later, on August 9th, the atomic bomb named the Fat Man, which was that Charlie Brown-looking one, was dropped over Japan and detonated by the boxcar on the industrial city of Nagasaki on August 9th of 45 at approximately 11:02 at noon. On August 15th, 1945, Emperor Hirohito announced the country's unconditional surrender in formal Japanese, which most of them actually did not know. Spoke. Most of them spoke and knew normal Japanese, but he had done it in formal. So many soldiers who were on islands such as the Philippines and got the message did not know. And many of them didn't even get the message and would fight on until like 1974 and today. Anyways, thank you, AS Cotter, for making this video, and thank you guys for watching this video. I just want to say a thank you to you guys for all your support, even when I was not here making videos. Anyways, stay reacting.